Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're going to have a chat about the She-Hulk nerf that's going to be coming next patch. And to say that Kabam have handled this poorly is an understatement, because they've handled this tragically bad, but also tried to lie in some of the responses as well. And you can tell just by the reaction, like on every platform, Marvel Contest of Champions, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, the forums themselves, this is just a complete joke. So let's talk about the facts, let's explain the situation, so you understand what's going on if you haven't already kind of been playing She-Hulk for the past few months. So She-Hulk, in the upcoming patch, fixed an issue where she could combo into a heavy attack. Now, since the beginning of June and the release of Act 6 Chapter 2, a very popular strategy has emerged with She-Hulk, where if you play very aggressively and your opponent is in the corner, like right against the wall, you can do 4 combos and then kind of slide up with a heavy attack to chain it on, and this is a strategy that has made She-Hulk really, really insane and really popular for all sorts of different fights over the last like almost 3 months now, so it's just given her like a crazy level of value. And as a result of this, man, a lot of people have ranked up She-Hulk, man. Even like I'm in a scenario where on my free-to-play account, one of my first rank 5 champions was She-Hulk because of this strategy. Because if you're a very skilled player and you can play very aggressively, this strategy means that you don't need to parry, so you don't need to take block damage, and it opens up She-Hulk to being very viable for annoying fights like Annihilus as well, but also any node where you have like Limber, you don't really want to parry, or any node where there is stun immunity as well, so it kind of adds a whole other dimension to the way that you can play She-Hulk. And anybody that says that this change, you know, isn't a major issue, hasn't played She-Hulk or doesn't really understand the value of this change, because this change really does reduce the value of She-Hulk quite significantly and means that you can't play her on a lot of the fights that you probably ranked her up to play her on. So it is just a massive, massive loss of value. And if you kind of don't believe me, you've just got to watch some of like KT1 She-Hulk gameplay or some of the free-to-play live streams, because this just is such a huge thing for She-Hulk to have. And this being taken away is lowering the value quite substantially. So it's just been kind of told to us yesterday via these patch notes. There's no kind of additional mention of compensation, rank down tickets. There was no heads up. This strategy has been very well known for the best part of 3 months as well. So a very, very long time. You know, that's almost about 80-90 days there. There was no heads up when these videos like first started appearing. No warning, no rank down tickets, no compensation. It's just a classic Kabam, really. So the ability, again, for a skilled player to play aggressively without parry is such a core reason why so many people rank this champion up to rank 4 and rank 5. You've seen other YouTubers, you know, like KT1 for example, and a few others take this champion up to rank 5 and kind of fully max out She-Hulk, and to not publicly acknowledge this as unintended earlier and or provide rank down tickets for She-Hulk when they make this adjustment comes across as like really shady. So I just don't really get it. I just don't really get it at all, because immediately when they should have seen that if She-Hulk was like misfunctioning against the champion boss, they should have immediately made an announcement post on the forums and said, hey summoners, we've seen a few videos going around with She-Hulk versus the champion where she can chain on her heavy attacks. This is an unintended effect and consequence. We're gonna hotfix this like as soon as possible. That's what should have been done immediately. And to say that they were not aware of this for, you know, like a couple of months and a bit is just a lie. It's just a flat out lie. You can't be that oblivious to places like the Reddit, the forums, the YouTube, that you didn't know that a lot of people were using this strategy for She-Hulk. So I don't buy that one for a single second there. So Kabam Mike's initial response to the The outrage today was, hey everybody, we're sorry that this update came as a surprise. The ability to chain into a heavy attack from a combo is not one that is intended for any champion, and we have never advertised it as one, in brackets, except for Wasp, who is an inbuilt short passive stun to ensure that she is able to do it. No champion should be able to combo into heavy attacks with 100% reliability, unless explicitly stated in their ability description. This was not something that was listed as an ability or an exception for She-Hulk. She was not built, tuned, or tested around this unintended interaction. This was identified as an issue and resolved. We apologize for the confusion caused by this interaction. So, you don't get a rank down ticket, mate, but you do get an apology from Kabam Mike. So, you're lucky ducks there. But again, if you identified this as an unintended issue, you should have let everybody know 2.5 months ago when all of the gameplay videos were coming out and you couldn't check any form of Marvel Contest Champions social media without seeing a She-Hulk versus the Champion video. Also, just a slightly amusing thing, in a recent Summoner Showdown post, they also acknowledge under one of the content creators, Royal, that he's very proud of being the champion in 6.2 with only a rank 2 She-Hulk there. So yeah, what a great time for Royal, man. I'm glad he could get that done, but this also, again, puts everybody that hasn't done the champion at an even further disadvantage for a really annoying fight, man, because it makes She-Hulk a lot less viable. Now, what somebody also pointed out is that she's actually acted this way since 2016, but it wasn't convenient for them to fix it until now, and Kabam Mike says there would be no benefit to waiting to fix a bug. We fixed it when we became aware of it. But again, they didn't give the community any like heads up that they were going to fix this. They didn't like immediately become aware of it and come out and say, look, this is unintended, like don't rank up your She-Hulks, we're going to fix this as soon as we possibly can. There was absolutely no heads up or no awareness at all. This next reply is just absolute gold. So Dr. Zola points out that honestly people should get more than an apology here, Mike. This was a specific mechanic known throughout the community for a while and a significant attribute of the champion. You guys need to be more attuned to what is happening in game and make fixes like this out of the gate, not months later. I dodged this bullet and used mine at rank 3 for the 6.2 content, but yeah, feel sorry for anybody that used stuff like tier 2 alpha, tier 5 basic to take She-Hulk up to rank 4, rank 5. And Kabam Mike's reply was, this was not a mechanic of this champion and was not mentioned in this one. There are a lot of mechanics and a lot of interactions in this game that aren't mentioned. He also goes on to say that all champions have the same speed and cadence to their attacks. All champions have the same speed and cadence to their attacks. Anybody that's been playing this game for more than a week knows that this isn't true. This is just a straight up lie. Like, if you, as an example, right, just an example of this, if you parry Spider-Man and then go in for a heavy attack with Captain Marvel, it's a single hit, a single very, swift, fast uppercut that you're going to land it while Spider-Man is stunned. However, if you use Hyperion, he's got a very slow heavy attack, and if you use it on a stunned Spider-Man, then he can evade out the end of it. So champions have a variety of different speed when it comes to their special attacks, their animations, and this is a really big area when it comes to heavy attacks, because depending on the reach of the heavy, the swiftness of it, you can get opponents in the corner, like when they stand up. You can heavy counter certain special attacks, certain heavy attacks with other heavy attacks. So there is so much difference in terms of both speed and cadence across all of the champions in this game and their attacks, and to state that all champions have the same speed and cadence to their attacks is just a lie. It is just a straight up lie there, and I don't know how anybody that actually plays this game could type that. So I was just speechless when I read this, man, because it's just a lie. It's just a flat out lie. So the reaction to this, surprisingly, was 55 disagree, 1 whole person agrees, and I think we probably know who that person is, and 4 lols as well. So yeah, that is just a laughable response at the end of the day. But that's pretty much it. So that was one of the more final responses there. again, Kabam might just kind of being very dismissive of this as an actual issue that Kabam want to take accountability for. Now, at the end of the day, anybody that has ranked up She-Hulk and played her properly in the last few months has a solid understanding of how bad this is for the champion. It is a substantial nerf to her viability in all sorts of endgame content and really does lower the champion's value quite significantly. So I can maybe see like why Kabam have decided to make this decision, because arguably she was a little bit too good being able to reliably chain on those heavy attacks, but it does not change the fact that they have not acknowledged that this was a bug earlier on when all the stuff was going around about it in June, and they are offering no solution to people that have invested their hard-earned resources into She-Hulk, thinking that she is this beyond god tier character, when really she is going to be much less than that after the change to her. Now, in this scenario, I do strongly believe that Kabam are in the wrong, and that She-Hulk specific rank down tickets are 100% justified. And I think there's like a really easy way to do She-Hulk rank down tickets. Like, all you need to do is put in the store, then you have like She-Hulk rank down tickets, a little tab there that is maybe there for like a week or two. You've got every single like star gem, like the 4-star ones, the 5-star ones to take her down. You have a purchase limit of 1, and they cost 1 gold to buy. So it means that you can't buy multiple rank down gems, you can just buy like the one you need to take her down to previous ranks. And I think that would be the absolute perfect system to very quickly solve this issue with like minimal effort at all. It's just a very easy solution, so I really hope Kabam can kind of take the initiative to resolve this one. Players should have the ability, after the change to She-Hulk, to decide whether or not they want to keep the champion at rank 4, rank 5, or rank the champion down and take up another science character like Quake, Captain America Infinity War, Void. There are so many really good champions toward the top of the game, and it's very competitive in terms of value, and removing a massive ability like this from She-Hulk, even if it was unintended, lowers the value of the champion, which people have directly ranked up the champion for. This is a massive spit in the face to the players, not providing rank down tickets, and the way that they've handled it so far, just kind of brushing everything off, and just quite frankly lying in the responses as well. There have been multiple lies. The lie that, oh, we've only discovered this recently, you know, alongside all the videos as well. Kabam have data. They can tell which champions are doing which fights. They can see if there's like a surge in champion use as well. This is common stuff, man. This is really common stuff. They know this stuff. That is a complete cop-out, and to say that all champions have the same speed and cadence to their attacks is just a lie as well. This whole situation could have just been avoided by better communication, a bit more transparency, and some good discussion, but it's been made worse by having it dropped us on it as a surprise last minute, and just getting like lie after lie piled on in the forum thread. So it's just embarrassing at this level, man. We're like 5 years into this game. Can we just get our stuff together, lads? Please, Kabam? Like, come on, boys. You can do better. You can do better. Just, like, figure out a way to solve out the situation, sort out the rank down tickets, like, just go for the play that you should go for, and you know you should go for, and just don't be a bunch of Muppets, because that's honestly what you just come across as every time you do this. And as somebody, one of the biggest Marvel Contest of Champions fans out there, I hate that this is the company that makes my favorite game. I really do. I really do, because I love the game. I love your game, and I want it to be the best game out there. But when you make decisions like this, like, how can I do anything apart from sigh? And then some of these replies, I don't even know, boys. I don't even know. So ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed today's great breakdown of the She-Hulk nerf. I really hope you're having a great time, but if you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.